Alright, so I'm up here at work. I'm gonna do some configuring and some test flights and stuff, tinkering around with some stuff that I've been building on, and I've been meaning to try and get this video on my backpack out. Several people requested on one of my previous videos, and so I thought while I'm up here doing that, I'll just go ahead and knock a video out real quick, and go over my pack. So my pack is set up a little bit differently. It's not set up for a weekend out flying. I would change it up if that's what I was gonna do. If that was my plan, was to go out with the boys and rip some packs all weekend or whatever. This is my purse, basically. This is what I carry with me every single day to work. It's just, I grab my keys, I grab my backpack, and I have my MERS with me, and has pretty much everything I need on a daily basis. Charger, I keep in my office. I have a spare one of these I keep in my office. There's a few things that I keep up here 24/7 at work and stuff like that. But for the most part, I treat this as my purse. If I'm gonna go out, do some work, I have Pyrodrome backpacks that I use. They're bigger and they can carry a lot more equipment. If I'm gonna go out flying with friends, I would change the layout on this a little bit. First and foremost, you know, as we see up here in the little hard shell area, got radio, you know, got a neck lanyard, got a little device here for my Surface Pro. Keep my wallet up here. I keep analog antenna, things like Advil and stuff for headaches. I've got my recharging cases for my Ray-Ban Metas. They'll stay in there. On this side, I've got extra juice, extra vape. And over here on this side, that's where I keep my extra props inside this bag. That way I can just pull this bag out, close this up. I don't have to leave this open. And then I keep my Surface Pro in here. I don't use this little side compartment to get inside here. I haven't found any real use for it. This little compartment here, I keep some medications. So as you can see, basically it's got my wallet and vape juice and stuff like that. My keys, I've got a hook, so when I come in from work or home, I just hook them on there. So everything, my purse, my MERS, it's all ready to go every day. SD cards, one for empty SD cards, one for used or SD cards that have media on them. That way I don't get them mixed up as I'm flying, doing work or whatever. You know, I'll put fresh SD card in the drum. After a while of video, or I don't even let my SD cards get full. You never know when you're gonna have a bad SD card. So periodically, every so often, I take a perfectly fine SD card with plenty of room, and I go ahead and put it in the done carrier. That way, if something should happen, I don't lose everything on that SD card. Learn that once, won't happen again. Open up my backpack. This is why some people were interested. As you can see, it's pretty simple. It's nothing overly complicated. It's laid out for daily use. So I've got analog goggles, I've got G2 goggles, because obviously I'm transferring and transitioning from the 03 to the 04, and I've got the G3 goggles for 04. So whatever I'm flying, I've got my goggles here with me. I'm set to go. Up here, I have my Osmo Pocket 3 and little tripod stand, and I'm going to convert over to this real quick and take the rest of the video on this device. Okay, so now I'll switch to the Pocket 3. And, you know, as you can see, mine is set up for basically some flying and content creation. That's what this is. If I'm going to go out flying for the day, ripping packs, I would change this up a little bit. Here is my tool sheet, and it basically just kind of has a little bit of everything, all the basics and stuff like that. Found this to be extremely handy because then I can just take it and I can just set it over to the side and it's out of my way. In here I've got some, I don't know, some more, I got some, more nicotine. I got nicotine pouches, I got business cards, there's some zip ties, what have you. Don't use those a whole lot. And here you can see I've got some 3D compartments printed. It just helps to provide support vertically so that the backpack doesn't shrink on itself over time. As used, it starts to, backpacks start to collapse or whatever. So this provides some structure to help the backpack stay more rigid and firm. And it's nice to have some customized compartments and stuff, and you can change these out however you want. Like now that we're getting into the stages of little DJI '04 whoops and such. I've been doing these since the Vista, then the '03, and now we got the '04 with the 1S single S board and stuff like that. I will be probably carrying the analog goggles, my HDO2s, very little in the future. Right now I still do because I have the 65, another 65 that I built, and then I've got the Air 75. So I'm keeping analog and digital both in here. And then I have the Meteor 7504, and I'll be talking about that. I'll be talking about that one day pretty soon. But as you can see right here, I've got with me 6 different whoops, digital and analog, that I can carry with me very, very easily and conveniently, because I've got this nice little compartment in here to help keep them organized. And I can change them up. I can change them up whenever I want to. So I've got my goggles. I've got an extra DJI Neo pack. I've got my Neo for content creation. It just slides right into this little shelf I've made for it. This is the Speedy Bee adapter I carry with me. It just sits up here on this shelf. Then I've got my Boopster charger. I have 1, 2, 3 USB-C high capacity Anchor recharging cables. So these are like 240 watt recharging cables. So I'm not going to be limited when I'm recharging from that or my anywhere, any power source. I'm not going to be limited on how fast I can charge because of my cables. And then I just keep various batteries and stuff, little 35 watt, 65 watt, 100 watt wall packs. And so that's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, I'll be changing these inserts out not too far in the future, because I'm going to relay this out, because eventually I'm not going to be carrying my G2s with me anymore. I'll just be carrying G3s and analog, and hopefully in the near future I won't even be carrying analog because will be so pleased with the digital whoops, the performance of the digital whoops, that now I can take this whole top shelf up here and I'll be able to utilize that space for I don't know, probably holding these little dongles and these little wall packs and stuff. Raise this lip right here up, and then now I've got a nice little compartment to hold all my 1S and 2S and 3S packs and stuff like that. And then if I want to go ripping for the weekend with friends or by myself or whatever, I'll just slide this compartment out and slide in one without the lip, and now I've got a nice square box to hold all my 6S packs. But that's pretty much the rundown. Nice, quick, short little video on my backpack, how I got laid out. Hopefully that answers a few of the questions that some of the guys were asking, wanting me to show it to them, whatever. I like it. It works real well. It keeps everything nice and neat and organized, and optimized for daily use, which is what this pack is for. This is daily use pack. If I'm not gonna fly whoops for the day, I can throw up to 6 batteries in there, you know, and my 5-inch on the back, and I can go hit someplace on the way home. But generally, all my content creation stuff stays in there, plus my FPV stuff. All right, that said, peace out.